Hi everyone, this project is about stock market prediction using numerical and textual analysis. I have taken stock market of Sensex, Bombay Stock Exchange. This data is from 2006 of January to 2010 of December. So in the first place, I have imported the necessary libraries for the project. And this is the data frame where we have date column and all the prices. Here we're targeting on the close, so that will be our target. And as we're going for time series analysis, we just need the date and close. So I have taken that separately. And since date was an object type, I have converted into a date type. So let's visualize according to the years. Up in the year timeline from 2006 to 2010, we can see this is the trend and pattern. We can see a dip between 2008 and 2009. Apart from that, this is how it has been. So now I'm splitting the data into train and test. So I have taken 80-20 ratio. So the blue indicates the train data and the green indicates the test data. I'm going for ARIMA model, autoregressive integrated moving average. So for ARIMA model, we need three terms because ARIMA works based on the past values and purely based on that, it makes a prediction. So these three terms are PQD. So P is for the autoregressive, D is for the differencing, and Q is for the moving average. So in here, uh, for ARIMA model to work, we need the time series to be stationary. So what is stationary is stationary is when the time does not play a role here. It should be independent of the time. It should not be affected by trend and seasonality. In that case, we have to first check whether our time series is stationary. For that, I'm going for ADF test. It's called augmented decay filler test. So in this test, we can see the p-value is greater than 0.5, which says that the time series is not stationary. So when a time series is not stationary, we have to differentiate it. Here I have identified how much times to differentiate it. We have got a result 1, so d value is 1. Then we have to find P and Q. For P value, I'm going for partial autocorrelation plot. So this plot gives the output like this, in which you can see this point comes over the significance line. That point is from 1. So we can conclude that the P value is 1. Then I'm going for the Q value. This is identified by autocorrelation plot, where previously we did partial autocorrelation. So now in this you can see again this point stands outside the significance line. So we can again see it is from 1. So we can conclude the value of Q is 1. So now we know the PQD values. We can just go ahead and substitute it. So before going ahead, we will have to finalize what is the accuracy, what is the evaluation metric. So here I have gone for SMAP. This is a most popular thing when it comes to time series, where it gives the accuracy measure based on the relative errors. So this is the formula. I have coded it myself because it's not available in Skykit. So once that is there in a definition, we will start our ARIMA model. Um, so based on that, we had a confusion whether it's 1 or 2. In that case, when I plotted again the autocorrelation and the partial autocorrelation, we can see 2 were above. And based on the brute force also, I got 2 as the better output. So I'm going ahead with 2, 1 and 1. Uh, then when I fit my ARIMA model, we can see that the mean square error and the symmetric mean absolute percentage error is 8. So here, the symmetric mean absolute percentage error gives a very reliable analysis because it's a very common form of loss function in time series problems. And this shows our model is pretty good because 8% is a very less. So we can conclude our model is pretty good. We can see our summary here, in which also again we can reconfirm whether a model has done justice. We can see that all the p-values are close to 0. That again reconfirms that our model is good. Moving ahead, also residuals based on that we can say whether a model have done good. See here the residuals are around 0. So we can see our model is again good. It should not be like a multiplicative thing or something like that. If it is a cross, then we can say that model is not good. And also residuals are normally distributed, and when I describe it, we can see it is around mean. So this again confirms our model have done a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and predict the test thing. Here we can see that the prediction has done a pretty good job. Let me zoom it and see how it has been done. Before that, we'll just see how it has done for the training ones. So for the first 60 of the training, I have taken it here, and we can see it's more like moreover has gotten the pattern. So when I zoom this area, I'm getting it something like here. We can see that the above image is a zoomed version. It has been noticed that the two curves which is very closely following each other. However, the price which is predicted seems like a noisy version of the actual price. But still, ARIMA model has given overall appreciable results because there are some heavy models like RNN, some complex things will be going on over there. But still, this model is pretty simple and it also gives a good accuracy. So now the numerical side is done. Now let's go to the sentiment analysis text side. For sentiment analysis, I have used Vader module. So Vader is one of the famous model for sentiment analysis, just because it can identify a slight difference because completely boost the score much than the word slightly. And also when something is capitalized, that is given a higher score because great in a capitalized states a strong emotion than normal word great. So it can be it can identify that, and it can also identify if something in a sentence if says the product is not bad, it can identify that that's a good review. So it's a pretty good model, but this model it does not identify sarcasm or anything. Since we are going with the news, I don't think sarcasm will be involved, so I thought this will be enough to go about it. Still, there are very advanced models. You can go, somebody who want to try can try them. So I have imported Vader, and then this is our data set. We have date and headline of the news. Here we can see the date format is not proper, so I have rearranged the date format and I have converted it into date object. And this is our new date format once we have rearranged it. And we can see the shape, can see the number of rows is much more than what we had in numerical analysis, but this should not be the case, it should be equal. So that we will take care when we build something hybrid. So now we are going ahead and predicting what are the corresponding sentiments associated with each news. So I have given the compounded score. So once I print the compounded score of Vader, we can see for each headline there is a compounded sentiment score. So based on that, I'm giving if something is around zero, I'm just making it that as neutral, and if something is above one, point one, I'm just making it positive, and if something is below point one, I'm just making it negative. So in that case, we have got the sentiment as well here, in which we can see most of the news were neutral, and then most were the positive news and negative news. When we go about hybrid, we need to have the same date. So I'm just dropping the dates which were not present in the numerical analysis. So we can get the equal number of rows. So now we got the equal number of rows. I'm just taking the close and the sentiment part alone because others we are not just using for this hybrid insight. So once that is there, we are just grouping by and checking whether the insight can be opted from this. We can see that the price is actually high when it is negative and when it is neutral, but it is a little low comparatively when it is positive. I almost say this as something which is negatively correlated. This is not a pretty good insight what we got, but still our model with which we can identify the sentiments and text analysis will be really helpful. You can go ahead and build some other model based on what all the hybrid insights we got and based on all the corresponding features we have here. So thanks for watching.